Hello from Broadwood, where we kick off match day 2 of the Victory Shield. Scotland the hosts for this year's tournament, and after a 1-1 draw with the Republic of Ireland on Tuesday, they got that bonus point victory on penalties. Northern Ireland, the opponents for Scotland today, they played out a thrilling 3-3 draw with Wales on the opening day, but they lost their bonus point penalty shootout. That means that it is all tight and compact in the table. I'm Andrew McLean. Alongside me for this one is a former Scotland youth player and current Kelty Hearts man, Scott Allen. Scott, you looking forward to this?
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing the talent on show here at Broadwood today. Scotland will be looking to obviously win in normal time today and not save us that nervousness with the penalty, so really looking forward to it.
The teams led out the tunnel by their respective captains. Oliver Goodbrand wearing the armband for Scotland, Callum Anderson wearing the armband for Northern Ireland. Not long until we get the action underway, but first of all, we'll hear the national anthems for both sides.
Please remain on stand for the national anthem of Scotland.
Well, no doubt it will be a proud moment for those players standing out there representing their countries, a proud moment for the families and friends. Some of them watching on in the stadium, some will be watching on at home. There'll be a bit of nervousness, I think, for a few, but excitement, surely, Scott, for these players.
Yeah, I think the overriding feeling will be excitement, obviously, to go and put on a show here at home with their family here, friends watching as well in the house. So, listen, I've been here as a youth player myself. These are the games you look forward to when you're with your club team and you come together with boys from other clubs and you hope to put on a show.
Well, as the teams get their official photos, let's take a look at the team news. Scotland boss Stephen Clarke has made 7 changes to the side that drew 1-1 with the Republic of Ireland on Tuesday. Ben Vickery comes in goal. It's a change at the centre of defence as well, some in midfield and in the wide areas. And for Northern Ireland, they've made 5 changes. The whole midfield has changed, the 2 fullback areas as well, but that exciting front 3, they've got Joe Kerr, Luke Haw and Eamon Toole stay as they were. Well, on match day 1, we saw plenty of excitement. Scotland won, Republic of Ireland won. The game was to and fro, and it was towards the end of that game that both teams scored, went to that late penalty shootout, and then even more drama when Northern Ireland took on Wales in a later game that day. A 3-3 draw, a bonus point win on penalties for Wales, and I'm sure there is plenty more of that fun to come today. It's the first game of 2 at Broadwood. Scotland taking on Northern Ireland, and it will be Republic of Ireland against Wales, and the whole thing culminates with the final day on Sunday, where the teams will play their final matches. And one of the teams will hopefully be getting their hands on that Victory Shield. It could be shared, of course, as it has done over the years. But we are getting ready to go here at Broadwood. Caelan Cadamatary just putting the ball on the centre spot and waiting for the signal from referee Jamie McCunney to get us underway on match day 2, the third game of the Victory Shield in 2024. And it is Caelan Cadamatary that gets us underway. Straight back to Oliver Goodbrand, the captain, who scored Scotland's goal on Tuesday. Hutton to Aaron Thompson, a new central defensive pairing for Scotland in this game. It was Jack Dalziel and Callan Hamill who impressed on Tuesday. Callan Hamill has had to drop out the squad. Jack Dalziel has dropped to the bench. So it'll be interesting to see how this new defence gets on. As Scotland lose possession in midfield, and it's well won back by Meakin. Weir just overruns that.
Yeah, I like that from young Lucas Weir though. First thought to go forward and be direct, get at his full back. It's been a decent enough start from Scotland, obviously just feeling their way into the game.
Yeah, 7 changes for Stephen Clarke, the Scotland manager. Good for all these players to get the opportunity to play in these matches, Scott.
Yeah, it's all about experience and progression as a player. It's not the be-all and end-all, but it's a good start to when you play kids from other countries who, like yourselves, are all striving for one thing, and that's to make it to the top of the game. So these games are a good learning curve in getting you there in the future.
Anderson, the Northern Ireland captain, being put under pressure, but very calm under that pressure. Charlie Campbell. Well, the ball from Callum Woods went long, but did go out of play. Scotland will get the throw on this near side. That's one thing that was apparent on Tuesday, how willing the teams are to be patient, pass out from the back, the composure between the defenders as Caelan Cadamatary tries to get the better of Callum Anderson, but he does well.
Just looking to gain a yard there and try and get a shot away, but he was closed down well from Northern Ireland.
Michael Doherty in the Northern Ireland goal. Decides to go long this time. Flicked on, but will be easily dealt with by Aaron Thompson, and then back to Ben Vickery. Thompson to Goodbrand.
Good ball.
It is towards Cadamatary, goes for the flick. Might try and get that back, but the tackle's in there from Charlie Campbell. Goodbrand. To Ben Hutton. Came on as a substitute on Tuesday. McSporran.
Good strength.
Fends off the challenge. McSporran goes to Hutton. Stanley Wilson just trying to nick past his man. Gets the throw in for Scotland on the far side. Slight stoppage in play as Nathan Meakin fixes his laces. As you say, both teams just feeling it out in these early stages.
Yeah, they are. I think Scotland have had the better of the play. Jamie Forrest trying to make runs beyond these strikers there, and that allowed the pass to get into young Cadamatary, and it's the combinations that will get the space for Scotland to go and play, and they look as if they've been working on that sort of thing on the training ground.
Goodbrand's pass is intercepted, but Meakin is on hand to get the ball back, not once but twice for Scotland. He's always busy in that midfield, Nathan Meakin of Celtic.
Yeah, that's twice they've defended that long ball up to the striker really well, Scotland, and just recovered possession. It's allowed them to get back on the ball. There's that run again.
Just doesn't find its man this time.
Well done.
It's well won back, but a chance for Northern Ireland to get forward with Corin Madden. He has options, but doesn't manage to pick one out. Can Scotland do something on the counter? Weir.
McSporran done really well defending that there. He tucked in and it stopped to pass out to the wide player, and he managed to step onto play and allow Scotland to attack again. Really good play. Well done.
The referee just with a thumbs up, happy with that challenge, and play will continue. Wilson. But it's a good challenge by Joel Kerr, who was tracking back. Madden. Corin Madden with the ball into the box. It's flicked on nicely, and that goes over the top from Luke Haw, but it is a warning sign for Scotland.
Yeah, it was a good ball in. Good ball in from young Madden. I don't think the striker's actually meant to knock that on. It's deflected into the path, and he shoots over. And it's just a wee warning sign for Scotland that they can be caught if they give the ball away on the break. They have pace in this team, Northern Ireland, especially in attacking areas.
Thompson.
Great pass.
Goes long, and it's picked out brilliantly. Lucas Weir. Twisting, turning, holds on to it, goes for the shot. He is chased down by Charlie Campbell. That's really nice play to get away by Joel Kerr, who was maybe Northern Ireland's most impressive player with a couple of goals against Wales. As that ball is floated in, tried to flick it towards Corin Madden, but Stanley Wilson is in the right position. Sweeps clear for Scotland.
Took it in really well. Look, Haw, Ballymena there took it in really well, looking to bring his teammates into play like that from our strikers. Offside.
Yeah, Caelan Cadamatary just coming back from an offside position. He was one of a few that showed his versatility the other day. Stephen Clark happy to try and move the players about their positions, see what works for them, pair them up against different players in the opposition. Anderson goes long. McSporran wins the header. Kerr.
Really good from McSporran again, really aggressive in his press, looking to put real pressure on the opposition.
Cassidy with the throw, intercepted by Lucas Weir. Northern Ireland get it back. And it is with Callum Woods, goes back to Michael Doherty. Campbell. And Woods just miscontrols. It will give Scotland an opportunity in a good position with a throw in to try and make something happen. Jamie Forrest coming over to take this one. He finds Caelan Cadamatary. It does fall Scotland's way in the end. McSporran. Good defending by Northern Ireland to stop any hint of a Scotland attack.
Good play.
And well passed out the back as well.
It's good play from Northern Ireland. Again, Haw taking the ball in there, wanting to feel the contact, looking to bring someone into the game.
Well, they have been trying that so far, Northern Ireland, just getting the ball up to Luke Haw, who started up front in the last game against Wales as well, plays for Ballymena in his home country. Ball goes long, a heavy touch. Meakin clears it, but only as far as Jay Longridge. Madden forward, once again a searching ball for Haw, but Ben Vickery comes out to gather. Good brand.
Northern Ireland just working their way into the game now. A lot more confident that early start. Scotland were looking to control the game. Just need to get their foot back in the ball and try and control it.
Headed forwards towards Haw, but
Well done.
Aaron Thompson was quick to intercept, and the long ball forward is searching for Caelan Cadamatary. But Callum Anderson not only wins the ball, but wins the free kick. We did have to be patient on Tuesday. Caelan Cadamatary tried his best to get involved in things, but it was a stubborn Republic of Ireland defence at that point. We'll see how he fares against the Northern Irish defence today.
He looks a willing runner there, trying to get down the sides of Northern Ireland. But as you know, any striker, sometimes these early parts of the game, you need to be patient. You need to do the running off the ball, do the work, and hopefully something gets played through to you or falls to you. You make a bit of magic yourself, but looks very willing to do the work for the team, which is important in your number 9.
Well, Toll just showing his battling qualities there. Up against 2 men, much bigger in frame than him, but did well to come away with a throw in after it initially looked as if Oliver Goodbrand was going to take the ball off him. Woods. That's a lovely flick. It looked initially by Toll, but he just couldn't get onto the end of it.
Yeah, just trying to soften it with outside his foot there. It'd have been some touch if he managed to keep it in. Fortunately for Scotland, it goes out for a goal kick and we're back on the ball.
Goodbrand this time decides to go long and finds Caelan Cadamatary.
Well done.
And that ball has been on a couple of times. That time worked well, but Northern Ireland pressing Scotland well, just forcing them all the way back to Ben Vickery.
Just be patient. Keep a hold of the ball if nothing's on. Come back out, recycle it. Something else will open up.
Aaron Thompson of Motherwell happy to stretch his legs. Goodbrand looks for the ball in behind. Caelan Cadamatary was making the run, but Michael Doherty gathers that one with ease.
I like that from Aaron Thompson. Motherwell there sees something isn't on initially when he steps out with the ball, drives into the space, which then brings the Northern Ireland player out to press him. When he comes out, he just rolls the ball inside. It's really good play.
The ball goes over everyone, dealt with by Goodbrand. Vickery's ball just a bit too much on it. Woods forced back, all the way back to Doherty of Dungannon Swifts. Doesn't find the right pass, and Meekin can try and make something work for Scotland.
There's the right idea there from the goalkeeper from Northern Ireland, looking to play that disguised pass into midfield that breaks the press, but fortunately for Scotland they were on to pick up the pieces. Didn't quite execute it, but I don't mind the idea.
Cadamatary trying that flick round the corner. Is there a chance for Scotland to get in here? But Doherty comes off his line well.
Well done, Meekin.
Yeah, good play by Nathan Meekin. It will allow Thompson to gather.
So players now recognising the pass that Northern Ireland are looking for into Haw, and then him trying to bring his teammates into the game, working off him. Meekin just getting around it to stop the ball into the striker. It helps.
Well, Goodbrand, not the pass he was looking for. It's allowed Corin Madden to try and get one into the box. It's dangerous looking as well. Haw goes back the way. Can they get the shot away? They can through Finlay Ross. The danger's not over. Scotland get the throw.
Well defended from Aaron McSporran there of Hibs.
We've seen that in the last few moments. The Northern Ireland goalkeeper, Michael Doherty, Oliver Goodbrand, the left back, just trying those risky passes which the managers won't mind. They'll take the blame if they don't go right, because they want to encourage these players to try and play that way.
Yeah, for me personally, you don't learn what type of pass or how to execute it unless you learn from the mistakes. So I hope they do it again. That's the way I look at it. But just get it right next time. That is part of learning, especially at the age of these young players. It's all part of development. The easy thing to do is just to play the safe pass. We don't want that when we're trying to make players of the future.
Sean Cassidy to take the throw on the far side. Flicked on. Ben Hutton has to keep that in to stop it going out for a corner.
Brilliant.
Thompson, who has been very calm on the ball so far, playing as a left centre back, can play left back as well. Maybe explains why he has been calm on the ball. Another player that is good on the ball as a fullback is Oliver Goodbrand, but this time gives it away.
He was good play initially, playing their way out of Northern Ireland's press. Ball up to Cadamatri, took it in well, linked up. Goodbrand obviously not afraid to get forward and help out and attack.
Wilson attempts to switch, cut out. And Goodbrand doing his defensive duties this time. Back to Thompson. Well, better conditions today than it was on Tuesday. Plenty of wind and rain in the opening game between Scotland and the Republic of Ireland, but the sun's shining down on Broadwood today. A much calmer morning into afternoon. Bit of a chill in the air, but these players won't mind.
No, it's perfect conditions for the players. Nice crisp morning. Good surface. What I will say is though, for these young players, it's a big pitch, Broadwood. It really is. I've played on it a few times. You want to look after the ball as much as you can.
Yeah, a good learning experience for these youngsters. Kerr, dispossessed by Ben Hutton. Goes back to Anderson. Campbell. Space on this right side for Callum Woods. Madden back to Woods. Woods again. Northern Ireland forced to go long, and it's good defending by Aaron Thompson, who once again shows that composure to
Excellent.
not only win the ball but skip away from a couple of challenges and find the pass.
Everything you want in a centre back there, stepping in, aggressive, winning the ball, and then the composure once he settles it down and finding a teammate with a pass. And Scotland are now back in control of the ball. Excellent. He's a great start to the game for me.
Well, that will be promising, because the central defensive pairing on Tuesday were impressive for Scotland. Jack Dalziel and Callan Hamill. And then when you've got other players able to come in and show their quality, good options for Stephen Clark at this age level. McSporran to Goodbrand, who just seems to pop up everywhere. Oliver Goodbrand can play at left back, can play as a right winger as well, has done for Rangers.
Definitely got a great energy about him, looking to get involved defensively and in an attacking sense. And you have someone in the positions who's, especially as a midfielder, and he's willing to get beyond it. It makes the pass easy for you sometimes. You just hit the space and he's willing to go.
Stanley Wilson mopping things up for Scotland in midfield. Thompson to Ben Hutton. Finds the pass into the feet of Caelan Cadamatri, but Anderson's quick onto him. Goodbrand. Looks long for Caelan Cadamatri. It was the right idea, but shielded well by Michael Doherty in the Northern Ireland goal.
No shots as of yet for Scotland. Still, you can see they're trying to get in behind that stubborn Northern Ireland defence. They're protecting the central area, so it is hard for Scotland to work the combinations centrally.
Both sides showing different dimensions to their game as well, able to work their way through the wide areas or through midfield. We've seen a few balls go longer as well. Longridge out towards
Great touch.
Madden. Takes Goodbrand out the game with that lovely touch, and it's still Corin Madden who finds the bottom corner. The Cliftonville man who came on at half-time on Tuesday. That cameo earned them a start today. A lovely first touch and the finish to match.
Fantastic first touch. A great ball out to him in the first place. It gives Goodbrand a problem. Can he get there? Can he not? And he decides to get caught half and half, and it's a great touch. And he drives all the way into the box. Shows that composure. When you get runners off, the defenders don't know who to go with, and he finds a lovely finish into the bottom left corner. From a Northern Ireland point of view, it's a fantastic goal. Great individual play from the Cliftonville man. For Scotland, a wee bit sleeping there. They know that this Northern Ireland team do have pace and quality in the final third, and they've shown that. Just need to keep being brave and trying to work what they've been working on in training, trying to affect the game a wee bit more.
Yeah, when games are so tight, you wonder if it is going to be either a mistake or a bit of magic that will open things up. And it was that first touch from Corin Madden, but he still had a lot to do. It opened up for him because of his touch, allowed him the time and space, and picked out that bottom corner brilliantly. And about halfway through this first half, it is Scotland 0, Northern Ireland 1.
Yep, Scotland just need to get back on the ball, keep trying to invent something, find their way in behind this stubborn Northern Ireland defence. They have had a good shape about them. So this can happen, it's part of learning. You can go a goal behind with a bit of individual quality, which we've just seen there. Scotland just need to keep being brave on the ball, keep trying to stretch this Northern Ireland team.
Yeah, a good test of character of these young Scotland players. They showed it on Tuesday. They fell behind to the Republic of Ireland, but managed to get that equaliser through Oliver Goodbrand, and then went on to win that bonus point penalty shootout. So I don't think there'll be any panic in the Scotland ranks. Still plenty of time for them to make some openings of their own.
Well done.
Goodbrand wants to go inside, but dispossessed. And then it's Meakin's turn to...
A few times Meakin's done that really well there. Just get shielding his back four and first onto the ball, and Scotland now back in possession. Really good play. Get a centre midfield up.
Hutton goes forward towards Cadamatri. Couldn't quite get the touch, then showing the pace to just cause a bit of panic back there for Charlie Campbell, who just decides to put his foot through it.
Not an easy one to control them. One's up to try to do his best there, but Scotland have the throw now.
It will be Stanley Wilson of Hearts to take. Cadamatri challenged by Sean Cassidy. Aaron McSporran's turn to take the throw on the far side for Scotland as they try to work their way back into the game. McSporran.
Really disciplined in their shape, Northern Ireland. Scotland find it really hard to work the combinations in and around their defence in their midfield. Can they maybe be a wee bit more patient, come wide, work its way back across? It is a big pitch, and then the gaps will appear for them to find the killer passes.
Hutted into Nathan Meakin, but he's dispossessed by Jay Longridge.
Runs it back well. So one.
Twisting and turning in there for Jamie Forrest, finds Goodbrand. The ball's a good one for Cadamatri, who finds that ball into the box for Forrest. It's a crowded area. Neither side able to really get their foot on it.
Pass.
And Meakin does well to put that one out wide for Lucas Weir. Set up Scotland's goal at the weekend. It's a dangerous looking ball in. The sun was in the eyes of Michael Doherty in the Northern Ireland goal, and that will give Scotland a bit of belief.
Yeah, they've responded to losing the goal really well. They're trying to force a bit of action on the Northern Ireland goalkeeper. Ball gets worked wide. Dangerous ball. The goalkeeper, obviously with the sun in his eyes, couldn't quite see it, but it's now a big chance from a set piece now for a corner kick.
The ball goes low. It is hooked clear. Scotland can
Great pass.
try again. Cole Hay. It's a nice ball in from Cole Hay, but there was at least one Scotland player offside. But Scotland's first real spell of pressure just in that Northern Ireland box over the last minute or so.
Yeah, and it's came from working the ball wide. You seen, I think it is Charlie Campbell of Northern Ireland there when the ball went into Jamie Forrest, who was in the pocket. It was a great pass in, and he tried to turn Charlie Campbell all the way in from aggressively. Has to work out. So I think the key here is getting the ball wide, like I said, and being patient, working it across, and then the spaces will open up, because Northern Ireland doing really well at this current moment to protect central spaces.
A brilliant ball that is, and it's into Cadamatri. Well, that initial ball from Aaron Thompson, really good to open up the space for Lucas Weir. And Scotland starting to find their feet at Broadwood. Good brand. Hay. Just a bit too much from Hay, and Woods able to put that one up the line. Will be a Scotland throw to be taken by Goodbrand, the only player in this squad of 20 for Scotland that was involved in last year's Victory Shield as well, Oliver Goodbrand.
A lot more urgency about Scotland's playing out.
Bit of a commentator's curse, yes, as Ben Hutton's pass just a bit too hard for Adam McSporran. But yeah, definitely promising signs for Stephen Clarke's team. With 15 minutes to go, it is 40-minute halves in the Victory Shield. Cassidy dispossessed. Lucas Weir proving to be a real pest for those Northern Ireland defenders. But the ball does creep over the line. Cassidy's throw taken down by Kerr, but Scotland win it back, and they do well to work it over to this left side. Goodbrand. The ball in, sometimes tough on the run, just gets away from you.
Yeah, initially well worked from Scotland, and central, back out, Brand on the overlap, just couldn't wrap his foot round it. But like I said, Scotland a lot more urgency about them now, trying to get back into this game.
Woods. You can see that press from Scotland. It's been working well in the last few moments.
Yeah, Northern Ireland don't look too comfortable playing out over to this right-hand side. Scotland obviously have forced them into a few mistakes now, so that would definitely be something to look at.
It will be a good moment for Corin Madden, the Northern Ireland goal scorer. He was one of the players that had a penalty saved in that bonus point penalty shootout against Wales on Tuesday, but he's more than made up for that with his goal earlier in this game.
That's been the moment of real quality in the game so far. Fantastic goal.
Thompson clears at the second time of asking. It's put into a bit of a dangerous area, and Ben Vickery clears it towards the halfway line. That's nice from Kerr. Good feet to hold on to it.
Good pressure. Scotland forcing them back. As getting out to the wide areas, but they're making them pass back. That's good shape from Scotland. Good with the press.
Cassidy to take the throw in front of the Northern Ireland dugout, and flicked out for another throw by Jamie Forrest, who made his Under-16s debut against Switzerland last month. Well thought of at Dundee United, was their Academy Player of the Month in August.
Club with a rich history, producing young talent.
Any come to mind?
A good few, to be honest. Like I said, they've got a really good academy structure at Dundee United, and if players are good enough, they do get the chance. They've shown that over the years.
Well, a free kick in a dangerous area for Northern Ireland. A foul on Eamon Toyle. And you'd think that there will be a few players that will fancy their chances here. I think it's going to be Corin Madden, the goal scorer, who will take this with the same right foot that put Northern Ireland ahead. Unable to find the back of the net this time, Corin Madden.
Score the goal, brings you confidence. You then want to hit the free kicks. You think he believes that you can put one of them in the top corner, but unfortunately for him, it wasn't to be.
Another long ball forward for Scotland. This time it doesn't come off. Campbell. That is a good ball towards Haw. Just waiting for the support, Haw. And Vickery down. It did take a bit of a nick, I think, on the way through, but Ben Vickery of Hibs took it down well. Maybe just an issue with the ball here that will be changed by the referee. A good story as well about the referee, Jamie McCunney. It's actually a full circle moment for him. Actually played in the Victory Shield tournament when he was a player. Was the under-21 captain of Scotland at one point. And now finds himself back on the pitch at the Victory Shield as Scotland come forward with Goodbrand.
I think he was another one of the Dundee United Academy.
Hey. Colhay forward for Thompson, the centre back, getting the ball in, and a bit of an opening for Scotland. Haw. Oh, that is a lovely turn by Luke Haw.
A great pass as well.
And a really good attempt at the pass as well. Special stuff from Luke Haw, the Ballymena man.
Really impressive in this first half. His hold-up play, showing that bit of creativity there to open up a chance for his teammate. It's unfortunate with the pass, it wasn't quite to be, but a great effort.
Well, Luke Haw and the two wide men, Joe Kerr and Eamon Toole, started in the last game. Probably no surprise that Chris Lindsay decided to keep them in. They've shown their quality, as is Corin Madden, who's come into the side. Campbell.
Well done.
Cadamateri hassling, harrying, but Campbell does enough to keep possession. And Vickery gathers after Finlay Ross attempted to get by his man. Just under 8 minutes left of this first half here at Broadwood. I think Stephen Clark, the Scotland boss, will be happy with the reaction his players have shown to going a goal down. Just be hoping that they can break down this Northern Ireland defence. Meakin.
Great touch from Forrest there. He's set inside. He's looking to pick up the pockets in behind the two central Northern Ireland players. Can we get him on the ball a wee bit more?
Meakin gets the ball to Hutton under pressure. And well worked by Scotland just to move Northern Ireland about, try and find that space that Goodbrand drives into. Right-footed shot, it's saved, but Cadamateri with the follow-up, and it's another save for Doherty in the Northern Ireland goal, who gets the congratulations from his defenders.
Yeah, the goalkeeper does fantastic there. Scotland well worked again, patient in the build-up. Goodbrand drives inside. Forrest gives him the space by dragging one of the central players out with him, and it opens up for him, gets the shot away on his right foot. Falls to Cadamateri, who's unfortunate with the finish. Really positive from Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland's clearest opening of the game so far, but have some defending to do now. Joel Kerr does well, turns back. Rabona flick from Joel Kerr. Doesn't quite come off, but you do like to see it.
Yep, old FIFA one.
There's a searching ball forward. Cadamateri putting the Northern Ireland defence under pressure. Callum Anderson just happy to shield it out of play for a goal kick.
Front three of Northern Ireland been really impressive for me. Creativity, speed, causing problems for Scotland.
Well, Joel Kerr, that was the confidence of a player who scored a couple of goals on Tuesday. Free kick given by referee Jamie McCunney. Ben Hutton will get a talking to. Well, every point in the Victory Shield is vital, especially with bonus point penalties being introduced. The table so tight with only 3 rounds of fixtures. So this would be a huge win for Northern Ireland if they could get it, but a lot of time to go in this game as the ball's delivered into the box. The header flicked on by Joel Kerr. Ben Vickery was always going to catch that. Thompson, Hay, now Goodbrand.
Good play.
Forward to Kadamatari, who had that chance a few moments ago. Wilson back to Meakin.
Like that from a full-back, Goodbrand, using both feet. So he shot a few minutes ago, and then there with the searching pass on his right foot. Like to see it, confidence, trusting in both feet.
Here he is again, Goodbrand. Another good pass from Oliver Goodbrand. But this time it is intercepted. Haw. Dropping deep to help out the striker, Cassidy. Space for Longridge in midfield, and even more space for Callum Woods. Just a bit wayward from Callum Woods.
It's good pressure from Scotland though, forcing them into their mistakes. If you don't press them, or you don't know someone's coming, they've got time to get their head up, pick a pass. That's all because of the pressure from the Scotland players. Forces them into that mistake.
Hutton, just a slip from Lucas Weir means Scotland lose the ball and gives Northern Ireland a chance through Kerr to get forward. Ben Hutton with the challenge, both players claiming for it, but it will be a corner to Northern Ireland in the closing stages of this first half. Just 3 minutes to go, and this would be huge for Northern Ireland and manager Chris Lindsay if they could get a second goal going into the break. Madden to take.
Slight nudge on the back there.
Yeah, Hutton did his defending despite being impeded. I think the ball was rolling when Ben Vickery played that out to Oliver Goodbrand. So will need to be retaken. Meakin likes to drop deep to try and help out the central defenders in the build-up. Goodbrand back to Aaron Thompson. Decides to go long, but it's intercepted by Cassidy, the header forward for Kerr. Goes one way then the other, but Meakin is in there.
Great recovery from McSporran as well there. As soon as he seen it was turned over, he sprinted back. Forced Northern Ireland to go back again. Good defensive qualities there.
We are back towards McSporran. Hutton getting it away, but only as far as Finlay Ross. Scotland back in possession. And Meakin driving Scotland over the halfway line, but Callum Woods getting it back for Northern Ireland and stretching his legs into that Scotland box. A dangerous looking ball, but there was just no Northern Ireland players attacking that 6-yard box.
And that's what can happen when you turn the ball over. Get you on the counter attack. It's a great ball across. Unfortunately for Scotland, runs out of play. It's good play initially as well when Scotland were breaking, just couldn't quite execute that pass. Could have been in.
Goodbrand.
Good area.
Forward for Cadamateri. We've seen that come off a couple of times. Just waiting for the support. Cadamateri finds it in Colhay. Whips it across the box. McSporran in there. It's into a dangerous area, headed up into the air. McSporran trying to get the ball in. It's bounced in for Colhay, and it's a good block by Charlie Campbell. Another opening for Scotland late in this half, and it's miscontrolled by Jamie Forrest. And that may well be the last chance of the half for either side now that Scotland are back in possession. Referee Jamie McCunney blows his whistle, and at half-time Northern Ireland have the lead, and it was a real bit of quality that is the difference between the sides in that first half.
Yeah, that was the moment of magic for me in the first half. It's a great touch, drives into the box. I think it's Luke Haw who drags the Scotland defender away, and it opens the space up to get the shot away, and he finds that bottom corner. Fantastic finish. But from a Scotland point of view, they've responded to going a goal down really well. Obviously unfortunate with that chance at the end there. Northern Ireland getting their bodies on the line, getting blocks on it. Scotland just need to be patient, keep working the ball to the wide areas and be patient, find guys in behind the lines of the Northern Ireland midfield. Chances will open up as this game goes on.
Yeah, positives for both sides in that opening 40 minutes, but the difference was that goal from Corin Madden. A lovely touch, a lovely finish, and it means that the half-time score is Scotland 0, Northern Ireland 1. Longridge out towards
Great touch.
Madden. Takes Goodbrand out the game with that lovely touch, and it's still Corin Madden who finds the bottom corner. The Cliftonville man. Longridge out towards
Great touch.
Madden. Takes Goodbrand out the game with that lovely touch, and it's still Corin Madden who finds the bottom corner. The Cliftonville man by Scott. Welcome back to Broadwood, match day 2 of the Victory Shield. And at half time in this game, it's Scotland 0, Northern Ireland 1. A goal from Corin Madden in that first half means Chris Lindsay's side take the lead in what's been an interesting game so far between the two sides. Just waiting to see whether either team have made any changes for this second 40 minutes. Doesn't look as if there are any changes for Northern Ireland. Probably no surprise. Scott Allen, just given the performance they put in, and it looks as if Stephen Clark, the Scotland boss, is going with the same 11 as well.
Yeah, I think from a Northern Ireland perspective, they've defended well, closed the spaces for Scotland, which Scotland have looked to play in, and from attacking threat, they've showed signs of real quality. You see that with the goal. Striker Haw from Ballymena up front as well. He's been superb. Likes of contact. Brought his teammates into the game. From a Scotland perspective, I think there'll come a point in the game if we don't get that early goal, we need to start committing guys forward a bit more expansive.
Well, no doubt the players on the bench, many of them will get their opportunity in this second half as the two managers look to mix things up and give these players a chance to show what they can do on what is a historic stage, a competition that has been going for decades, the Victory Shield, where we've seen some stars of the future. And these players will be hoping to follow in the footsteps of some of those that have gone on to have great careers for club and country. McSporran trying to shield it out, and Jamie McCunney, the referee, says it did go over the line.
Not for me, full ball has to be out. Scotland get away with one there.
Will be McSporran to take the throw. Haw. Anderson. Kerr. Always looking to be direct. Kerr finds that pass to Callum Woods. Toole dispossessed by Oliver Goodbrand. Will be a throw into Northern Ireland. What do you think the message from Scotland boss Stephen Clark will have been at half time for these players?
I think there's a lot of positives. For me, I think working the ball wide and then maybe come across on the second phase will open the spaces up that they want to get their players like Forrest and that in, where they can really hurt Northern Ireland. Sometimes maybe forced it a bit too quick into the areas where there's no space to play in. So a wee bit of patience required, and it's a real chance for someone to go and make a right name for themselves here, get them back into the game, and hopefully for us get a positive victory at the end of it.
Yeah, we saw Scotland come from behind against the Republic of Ireland on Tuesday. Oliver Goodbrand, who has the ball in his hands, scored that goal to make it 1-1, and then the bonus point penalty win for Scotland. Remember, if it is all square at the end of this, the teams will play out a penalty shootout for that bonus point, which has been a new addition to the Victory Shield. Adds a bit more jeopardy to each game as the ball's headed away by Goodbrand. Longridge loops it back in. Kerr. Forward for Finlay Ross. And caught by Ben Vickery in the Scotland goal. And they'll look to get forward quickly with Cole Hay. Inside for Forrest, who does well to win it back. Jamie Forrest.
Yeah, great reaction from Jamie Forrest. Like we touched on a minute ago, playing in central, it's got to go back out then quick because Northern Ireland really condensing that space. Getting bodies round the ball, good play here though.
Yeah, Thompson does well. Goodbrand trying to work that space to get a ball into the box. Meakin. McSporran. Scotland with plenty of bodies forward. Thompson. McSporran again. It's fouled as he got the ball away to Stanley Wilson. Will give Scotland the opportunity to get this one into the mix. And they will get the big men up from the back. Ben Hutton, Aaron Thompson do have a physical presence about them. They'll hope to get on the end of this ball from Cole Hay.
Can he hit that area between penalty spot, 6-yard box, give his defenders a chance to go and attack it.
It looks a good delivery from Cole Hay, and it's flicked with a head over the bar by Ben Hutton. I think Cole Hay did everything right with that delivery. Sometimes it's a tough one to take. You're just trying to flick that one back over your shoulder.
Fantastic ball in, right in that area. It causes all sorts of problems. Ben Hutton will be disappointed he didn't manage to put that in the back of the net, but it's positive from Scotland. It's finding their way into the second half.
Goodbrand back to Thompson. Hutton's ball intercepted by Ross, but Hutton making amends and then not rushing the clearance, just doing well to turn, find that pass into his central defensive partner. Hay to Goodbrand, but it's Ross on the ball now for Northern Ireland.
Defended.
Well won by Aaron Thompson, who once again not only wins the ball but drives away with it and finds the pass. It's now Caelan Kadamatari. Head up, ball into the box, flicked away by the head of Charlie Campbell.
Offside.
Yep, the flag goes up. Luke Haw just coming back from an offside position. Scotland take it quickly. Meakin.
Like you see Meakin maybe play it 10 yards further forward, allow his defenders to step out with the ball, and he can maybe get in behind one of the, or off the sides of one of the midfielders from Northern Ireland, where he can then go and affect the game a bit more. Don't think dropping off deep, make that a free in there is needed at this time. Obviously Scotland need the goal.
Yeah, those two central defenders for Scotland have shown that they're very comfortable on the ball so far, Ben Hutton and Aaron Thompson. The same for Jack DL and Callan Hamill, who played as the two central defenders against the Republic of Ireland on Tuesday. Here is Thompson. Goodbrand.
Great energy about him, Goodbrand. Involved in a lot of good that Scotland have done today. Always an option for the ball, making yourself available. Oh,
Exploring, and that is a challenge that referee Jamie McCunney doesn't like from Finlay Ross. I think he went in with both feet.
yeah, he did. And real aggression there, but it's an area again where Scotland just proved a couple of moments ago that they've had the delivery. Can we get a finish? Maybe same again. Maybe a wee bit further out than last time, right enough, but the last delivery was fantastic.
Yeah, the Scotland players lining up in the box will be hoping for similar from Cole Hay. As the two arms go up in the air. Jamie McCunney, the referee, just a bit of a telling off for some of the players, a bit of pushing and pulling going on at the edge of that 18-yard box. As the delivery comes in a bit deeper this time, goalkeeper does manage to deal with it while he was under pressure. Scotland have to go all the way back to Meakin. Thompson challenged by Joel Kerr, was fouled. Hutton. Over to Thompson.
You can see that defensive set up from Northern Ireland there, making it really hard for Scotland to find the acute passes in. They can then get their combinations. A lot of patience needed playing against that sort of setup.
Yeah, dropping very deep. It's allowed Scotland to get more players in forward areas. But just needing to beat that first line of the Northern Ireland press first, and they do. to Nathan Meakin. The touch too heavy, but Hutton will have the chance again. Thompson goes long. Flicked on with the head by Lucas Weir towards Caelan Cadamateri, but Doherty, who started against Wales, the Northern Ireland goalkeeper, in his second consecutive start. Of course, conceded 3 in that game, but has a clean sheet so far in this game. Not been as chaotic this match as Scotland try and pass their way out of trouble. Thompson. Sporran challenged by Kerr. On the turn, Joel Kerr. Ross. Flicks it through, but Meakin will deal with that for Scotland. Comes back in their direction. Wilson.
Drive.
He does just that and finds Lucas Weir with the
Oh,
pass, and
great
that is
feed.
lovely from Lucas Weir to create the space. He's got options in the middle, and it's well blocked at the front post, but it's Stanley Wilson, Cadamateri trying to get in there, and eventually Doherty manages to lie on the ball, but it was really good play initially by Lucas Weir. Set up the goal for Scotland on Tuesday, was looking to do the same there, but it just didn't fall for a blue shirt.
No, it's Northern Ireland obviously getting the bodies round that central area again, making it really difficult for him to pick that man out, but initially he does fantastically well out here on the right hand side. Shows great awareness, great feet, drives into the box, and unfortunately that pass just didn't present itself to him. Northern Ireland defending really well. Stuffy.
Ben Hutton stepping in to stop Joel Kerr going forward, but that is the bit of magic, the bit of trickery that Scotland maybe need to just try and get past as manager Stephen Clarke decides to ring the changes. There will be 3 of them for Scotland. Jamie Forrest, the first to make way for Scotland, and Connor Daly of Celtic, who started that game on Tuesday, comes on. Alfie Hutchison also coming on for Scotland, and it will be Lucas Weir. His final contribution was that turn and drive to the byline, ball into the box. Cole Hay, the final player coming on, and Max Cameron, a Rangers winger like Alfie Hutchison. The 2 of them started that game on Tuesday, and they'll be looking to see what they can do from those wide areas. For the rest of this game, a change for Northern Ireland as well. Eamon Toole, his afternoon is over. And Jack May coming off the bench.
Stephen Clarke will be looking for these substitutions to make a real impact on the game. Great opportunity for them coming on here. Be the hero.
Kerr. Woods with the ball forward, and Northern Ireland into the box. First involvement for May. Kerr. Exploring to Alfie Hutchison. Just can't get the ball under his control. Madden to Kerr. Well blocked by Hutchison, doing the dirty work, but it will be a corner to Northern Ireland. Substitutes just needing to find their way into this game, as Corin Madden comes over to this near side to deliver the corner for Northern Ireland. And there is space, short for Longridge. Comes back to Madden, a good ball into the box. Hall was there, just over his head.
And that's the thing with the substitutions. You have obviously set-ups for set pieces. you could switch off and you could be punished. Fortunately for Scotland there, they don't. You all have a role to play, especially in a team. Every set piece situation.
Yeah, well, Stephen Clark will be hoping that Alfie Hutchison and Max Cameron can do something, maybe be inspired by what they saw just at the end of Lucas Weir's time on the pitch. That turn, drive to the byline, trying to pick someone out in the box. It's maybe what Scotland need in this second half as Cameron turns, but is just blocked off. Did have a good link up with Oliver Goodbrand on the opening day of this tournament on Tuesday. Max Cameron, the two of them working well together. Of course, club mates at Rangers.
Always helps that, they'll know each other's games. I think that's the thing for them. When you come on as a substitute, sometimes takes you 10 minutes to get up to the pace of the game. And then you can really go and do damage if you can go and affect this game.
Ball flicked forward. The header wasn't quite there for Thompson, but cleared by Hutton. Goodbrand.
Good pass.
Yeah, first real involvement there for Connor Daly, who's come into midfield, and Cassidy's just had to head that one out of play. Scotland getting forward, the first opportunity for the three Scotland substitutes to show what they can do in that Northern Ireland final third. Headed away, but only as far as McSporran. Meakin. Thompson to Cameron. Turns out of play. I'm not sure the referee or the assistant really know what way to give that one. They've eventually settled on a throw for Northern Ireland.
Games became a bit stuffy last five minutes. Can happen with the changes.
Yeah, maybe just needs to settle down over the next few minutes. Longridge forward. Thompson goes back to Ben Vickery. Goodbrand. He shrugged off the ball, goes forward, and I think there will be a foul given. Luke Haw, just too much contact on Aaron Thompson as he was trying to get by him. Fouls the Motherwell defender. And Daly back to Thompson. Here's Connor Daly again. Celtic midfielder. Meakin just didn't catch that first time pass quite correctly. And Hutton goes back to Vickery.
Maybe a wee bit cleaner in possession, Scotland. That's going to be the difference if you break this stubborn Northern Ireland team down. Got to take care with all your passing.
Well, with both matches ending in a draw on Tuesday, of course, bonus point victories for Scotland and Wales. If either team here are to get 3 points, that'll give them a huge boost going into the final round of matches on Sunday. They'll be keeping a close eye on the match later on here today against or between Republic of Ireland and Wales, as Daly makes his way into the Northern Ireland box. Cameron across. Can it fall for Scotland? Hooked away by Finlay Ross.
Northern Ireland just seem to be getting bodies round the ball when it breaks in the box all the time. It's just not falling for Scotland at this moment. Keep asking the question. Play from Daly there initially.
A throw forward to Cadamatri. Cameron. Ball into the box where Hutchison was waiting, but headed away. And again, this time by Longridge. Meakin winning it back for Scotland. Hutton. Unable to find Hutchison, and he's got some recovery work to do, but Joel Kerr is by him, and it is a real opening for Northern Ireland. But just ahead of Luke Haw, and Scotland get away with one there.
Yeah, like I touched on in terms of their passes, it can either work for you or it can punish you. Scotland, again, they are once they turn over the ball. We know this Northern Ireland attacking free have a real bit of pace and threat about them. Unfortunately, we weren't punished for it.
Wilson.
Good pass.
To Cadamatri. Can't find McSporran. And Wilson stops Northern Ireland from a quick counter-attack. Well, you can see there's been a switch in that front three in terms of positions. Alfie Hutchison playing through the middle now. Caelan Cadamatri has come out to this right side. They did that partway through the match on Tuesday, just changing things up, seeing if they have any luck against different opponents, attacking different areas of the pitch.
I think you want your front three to be fluid and be able to play different positions. You have opposition, different things to think about, whether that's technically or physically. Good feet.
McSporran eventually crowded out, but
great reaction.
Showing good determination to try and win the ball back. Stanley Wilson having to cover in his position. Madden. Meakin will get that away to Cameron. Good pace on the turn by Max Cameron. And he'll keep going, Cameron. Does well getting Scotland up the park.
It's fantastic from Cameron there. Great awareness, takes his touch away, shows that turn of pace.
Wilson. Looking for that ball through to Hutchison. Cadamatri was also looking for it on this right side. Quick stoppage in play as Jay Longridge has to get his shin pad back. Fell out in a challenge with Aaron McSporran there as Northern Ireland managed to break up the park. Allowed to get back in position before McSporran takes this throw. Meakin does well to control that.
Took it really well there on the chest, out the other side.
Good brand. Cameron. Looking lively, Max Cameron. And gets the ball into the box, which could fall kindly for Scotland. Doesn't quite in the end, and Finlay Ross swipes it away. But didn't look the easiest opportunity to whip that ball in from Max Cameron, but did well to get it round the corner into the middle of the box.
Yeah, he's been superb since he came on, grown into this game now. Very direct, asking questions, putting balls into the box. Just need to keep doing that. Something will fall for them.
Good brand, dispossessed. And now Northern Ireland coming forward into the box. The cut inside, the strike blocked by Hutton. And Meakin has to just get that away, as does Anderson.
Good strength from Cadamatri there.
We're more than halfway through this second half. Northern Ireland still have the lead. That first half goal from Corin Madden, the only one that's found the back of the net so far.
Good play from Connor Daly there as well. Committing the opposition midfield, and it allows him to play that slip pass in. Just unfortunately the through ball didn't quite get through. I think that's another change coming for Scotland now.
Yeah, Scotland's fourth change. Northern Ireland with the change first. Corin Madden, the goal scorer, just talking about him. He'll come off, and Emmett Morrison will be the man to come on. And it's Caelan Cadamatary, whose afternoon is over. Rocco Di Giacomo to come on. Both from footballing families, of course. Caelan Cadamatary, son of Danny Cadamatary. His brother Bailey Cadamatary plays at Sheffield Wednesday with him as well. He's currently on loan at Lincoln. Rocco Di Giacomo, son of Paul Di Giacomo, former Kilmarnock man, now head of academy there at Rugby Park.
Was it Dundee United with Danny Cadamatary? Shows you how old I'm getting.
I'm saying nothing. Di Giacomo. Well, that will be a free kick to Scotland because Callum Anderson fell on the ball, put his arms on it. He was expecting the free kick to be given his way. But there certainly wasn't a foul in there. Di Giacomo and Alfie Hutchison just harrying, hassling, trying to get that ball back in a dangerous area, and it means they'll have a free kick. This time it will be the left foot of Nathan Meakin. And a good opportunity for Scotland with 15 minutes to go in this second half to draw level. Meakin with the ball towards the back post.
Defended well.
A good defensive header, and Max Cameron is fouled, and Scotland will have a free kick in a very similar position over on the left side. Not a lot wrong, I should say, with that ball from Nathan Meakin into a good area.
It's defended really well. As Northern Ireland have done all day today. They defended well as a team.
This one will be an outswinger from Nathan Meakin. One-man wall set up by Emmett Morrison, just on the pitch. Another good delivery into a dangerous area, and this time it's Charlie Campbell. It looked to get in front of Oliver Goodbrand, but I think the last touch must have come off the Scotland captain, meaning it's a goal kick.
Yeah, as this game goes on, these set pieces could become key for Scotland. Finding a way back into the game. Some really good deliveries today.
Yeah, Cole Hay with a couple of them before he was substituted off. And now a real chance for Northern Ireland to drive forward. The shot was too tempting, I think, for Northern Ireland. And Scotland will be happy to gather that one up and try and start from the back. Daly goes back to Goodbrand. Aaron Thompson, who's had a good game today. Aaron Thompson. Meakin. Ball forward, and Campbell heads that up in the air. Woods. Goodbrand just showing nice strength to get that ball back for Scotland, but put out of play for a Scotland throw just in between the dugouts. Daly. Just not quite happening for Scotland at the moment, but still time. 12 minutes to go of the 80. Scotland looking to either force this one to a bonus point penalty shootout, or if they can get that equaliser, maybe go on and get the win. Northern Ireland will be happy with their afternoon's work so far. Getting in front, they defended that lead well. As Haw is fouled by Goodbrand, who was just a bit too eager in his attempts to get the ball back.
Wee bit of frustration kicking in, obviously. Scotland for a goal, not quite managing to find a way through as of yet. As the game goes on, Scotland players will know they need to start taking a bit more chances.
Northern Ireland work it forward and we'll have a throw in. Is into the box. Haw, surrounded by blue shirts. As it's whipped in, but there is way too much on it. And McSporran with space to get his head up. Can either drive or look for the ball forward. It's a good one towards Alfie Hutchison. Just bounces off him. Bounced up at an awkward height, but it's a good header from Daly to Cameron. Tries to get it back to Daly.
Lucky.
Campbell coming across to deal with it.
It's a good run from Connor Daly, just didn't quite get on the end of the pass. He runs from midfield, they might be the catalyst to get back into this game. If the Northern Ireland defence something to worry about. Runs from deep.
Hutton trying that pass in towards McSporran. Intercepted, but he can go again. De Giacomo. Round the corner by Hutton to Wilson, who's fouled by Jay Longridge. Scotland thought about taking it quickly, but will maybe just look to get this one into the box, or instead McSporran goes to Thompson. It's played forward. I think it was a cross, but way over the top of Scotland's forward players and Northern Ireland's defenders into the arms of Michael Doherty, who I think will be quite happy just to take his time.
Yeah, Northern Ireland happy to sit off the game. Scotland are in possession. Look to break on the counter-attack. They've got the lead at the moment. Scotland struggling to find any combinations in and around the box, purely based on that defensive structure that Northern Ireland have in the game at this moment, protecting the lead.
Thompson to Goodbrand. Daly gets it back quickly for Scotland. Here's Hutton. Wilson on the turn and wins the free kick. Jay Longridge, his second foul in a few moments in a similar area. And this time I think they will put it into the box, which tends to be the more favourable option at this time in the game when you're chasing it. A couple of good deliveries by Nathan Meakin from wide areas. This one a lot more central, but it's into a good area again.
Not a bad ball at all. Not a bad ball at all. Unfortunate there. Just couldn't get on the end of it.
McSporran was the player chasing, but out for a goal kick to Northern Ireland. 8 minutes to go, plus any additional time here at Broadwood in what is game 1 of 2 today as part of the Victory Shield. Of course, later on it is Republic of Ireland against Wales. Free entry it is at Broadwood for these matches, so if you're enjoying them at home, make sure to come along. It does all come to a climax on Sunday. We can watch Scotland play against Wales on the Scotland national team channels, or come along to Broadwood to see who will be the Victory Shield winners for 2024. Northern Ireland will put themselves in a decent position if they can get the 3 points today, but it will still be tight, and no doubt it will be going down to that last day. There will be drama, there always is. Goodbrand wins the throw. Well, Scotland with limited substitutes available for this game as well. Callan Hamill, Harlan McLaughlin, Connor Dow unable to be part of the squad as Hutton is put under pressure by Kerr. So Stephen Clark has really done all he can from that Scotland bench to try and change things. Now down to these players to see what they can offer up. Thompson hits off of Cameron. Daly. Northern Ireland looking for the ball over the top. But it'll be Thompson again to try and start something for Scotland. Alfie Hutchison goes down after a bit of a clash with Charlie Campbell. Nothing doing for the referee, and Michael Doherty, as you'd suspect with Northern Ireland defending that lead, just happy to waste any precious seconds that are left out there. I think Chris Lindsay, the Northern Ireland manager, will make a final change for them as well.
Done.
Goodbrand. Searching for Cameron. Couldn't find him this time. Hutchison takes it in well. Hutchison wasn't an easy ball to control.
Yeah, took it in lovely. Great feet, wins you side of throw in.
Just assessing, scanning for that right option. Flicked round the corner by Goodbrand. Goes to a white shirt. Thompson out there. But it's good play by Emmett Morrison. And Aaron Thompson knew exactly what he was doing there. Just had to stop Northern Ireland from breaking forward at this late stage in the game. Will probably gladly take that yellow card.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Noticing that he has to make the foul for his team. Clever.
And Emmett Morrison will get some treatment as Northern Ireland make that change. Jay Longridge, who's been busy in that midfield for Northern Ireland, will come off, and it'll be Caleb Sweeney coming on.
He's done a lot of work in there. Longridge protecting his back four. Making it hard for Scotland to play through. He'll be happy with his day's work.
Plays for your old club Larne, Caleb Sweeney.
Yep. Champions. Europa Conference League side now as well.
Did start the game on Tuesday, Caleb Sweeney, but was taken off at half time. We'll have a few minutes to try and help Northern Ireland see out this game.
Invaluable experience for these young Scotland players. Playing against different opposition, teams who then can protect the lead when they get the goal in front. It's a little bit learning at this age.
Campbell with the ball forward. Goes all the way through to Vickery. Meakin out to Thompson. Well, Meakin just dropping very deep to allow Scotland's fullbacks to get as far forward as possible.
The quarterback role.
Kerr. Lovely turn by Kerr. Morrison.
Well done, Daly.
Good work in midfield by Connor Daly. Tries to get that pass into Goodbrand, unable to. Haw with the first time ball. Thompson with the defending. Keeps it in front of that Northern Ireland dugout, and it will be a Scotland throw. Well, time running out for Stephen Clark's Scotland side here at Broadwood. They'll be hoping to create one final opportunity to get that ball into the back of the net to force a bonus point penalty shootout. But they'll need to get the ball off Northern Ireland first. Stanley Wilson is the man to do it.
Well done.
Goodbrand looks for that ball through. Charlie Campbell with the interception. I think Goodbrand in these final stages will just be given licence to go forward and show what he can do in attacking areas. As I say, he started left back in this game, but plays out wide for Scotland and for Rangers at times.
Both sets of players showed a great appetite for the game today.
Yeah, a real good battle between these sides. Whenever the ball has been lost, so quick to try and win it back. Thompson dispossessed. Goodbrand can't win the challenge. Stanley Wilson can.
Reactions of both sets of players have been fantastic. All the traits you would want in your young players.
One minute left of normal time. Remains to be seen whether there will be any injury time added. Can't imagine there would be too much. Maybe a chance for De Giacomo to get in there, but it's a good challenge. Hutchison. Daly. Goodbrand just wide from Oliver Goodbrand on his weaker right foot. Just couldn't quite catch it the way he would have wanted.
Yeah, I think he was wanting it in front of him on his left foot to hit across. It was just behind him on his right. A chance there for Scotland.
Well, the board is going to go up. It's going to be 4 minutes added. So certainly time for Scotland to try and get that goal. Manager Stephen Clark and the players will be happy to see that number go up.
Still time to get a goal back. Keep probing.
Taken in by Haw, who will try and keep that one in the corner. Actually wins Northern Ireland a throw. Does well. That's exactly what they will be wanting at this stage of the game. Good chance they'll try and make sure the ball doesn't leave that quadrant for as long as they possibly can.
No.
4 minutes is a long time to try and keep the ball in the corner, but they'll do their best. Throw in this time.
Nothing worse when you're chasing the game. Can't get the ball out of there and it keeps on deflecting off you and going out for a throw. That's the chance. No.
Scotland do well initially. They don't foul, they get the ball back. Ross gives it away to Daly. Thompson. Daly does well on the floor to find Goodbrand. Forward towards Hutchison. Cleared by Campbell. You can feel the tension ramping up in these final few moments. The players are getting louder. The shouts from the sidelines.
Just hasn't quite fell for Scotland today. So good things in the game. Fortunately, just that wee break of the ball, a finish hasn't been there. All part of the learning, the journey, trying to get to where you want to be, and that's professional football.
Plenty for these players to learn heading into their final game against Wales on Sunday. That's the later kick-off on Sunday. Northern Ireland an earlier kick-off against Republic of Ireland. That's when it will all be decided. But we need to see, first of all, how this game plays out, the final few minutes of injury time, and then Republic of Ireland against Wales this afternoon. Long ball forward. Too much on it from Meakin. And huge cheers from Charlie Campbell and Callum Anderson as they usher that one out. Just shows what it means to these players to represent their country, to play in the Victory Shield, and to get what would be a big win for Northern Ireland after the disappointment of that loss of a bonus point on penalties to Wales.
Definitely showed that passion as a defensive unit today. Defended so well. Restricted Scotland to a lot of half chances. Not letting them in the areas they want to hurt you. With that threat they have on the counter-attack. Got a special magic that we've seen in the first half. It separates the sides.
Well, I think pretty much every single player and member of staff from both sides was claiming for that throw-in.
As you do.
It goes the way of Northern Ireland. Up the line, headed away by Stanley Wilson. Caleb Sweeney, his pass deflects out. Down the line for Haw, hooked away, headed back by Ross. Hutton. Saw the run of Max Cameron. Does hold up. And Scotland get the throw. Sean Cassidy can't believe it. And Scotland will throw their players forward to try and get this ball into the box for the final time. Wilson. And a cheer goes up from Michael Doherty in that Northern Ireland goal as it sails harmlessly over his bar. And you think it may well be time up for these Scotland players. And it is Northern Ireland get the victory. A big win for Chris Lindsay's side. A tough battle between these two teams, not a lot in it whatsoever. But as it sometimes is when the games are so close, a real moment of quality was what decided it in that first half. Corin Madden, a lovely turn, a drive towards that Scotland box, and then found the bottom corner with a finish. You can see, first of all, what it means to those Northern Ireland players to get that victory, which is massive for them, and then the disappointment for the Scotland players, some of them falling to the turf, upset at not being able to take anything away from this game. But it just shows the competitive nature of the Victory Shield, Scott Allen.
Yeah, it does. I thought both sets of players, the enthusiasm, some of the traits that they had, incredible for such a young age. So as much as it hasn't been the result, Scotland wanted a lot of positives to take from the game. I think Northern Ireland, the real moment of quality in the game from young Corin Madden, that was probably worthy of the win for them. And on top of that, they defended so well as a unit, made it really hard for Scotland to break them down. So a lot of learning in this game and defeat for Scotland, which is sometimes where you learn the most, especially when you're younger. So they were looking forward to put things right come Sunday.
Well, I think what it shows is just how tight this Victory Shield campaign is going to be. 2 draws on the opening day. Another close game today. Northern Ireland taking a huge 3 points into that final day. The action far from over. Only half the games have been played. Later on today here at Broadwood, Republic of Ireland against Wales. And then on the final day, Republic of Ireland will take on Northern Ireland. And to close out the tournament, it'll be Scotland against Wales. Remember, it is free entry here at Broadwood for these matches. So if you want to come along and see some of the potential stars of the future, make sure you do. Or you can keep up to date on the Scotland national team media channels. You can watch the games on YouTube as well. Thank you very much for joining us and what has been another good game of football between these sides. Plenty more action to come.